Oh, I didn't have the mic on this whole time. So right now, we're going to be taking a look at how 60 frames per second 4K is streaming. We are uploading to YouTube at almost 18 megabytes per second on a 1080p stream. That's around 77. Maybe you could do a little bit higher at 10,000. This is almost double that. We are using I believe software encoding for this method right now. Take a look at that. Double check. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to. My frames per second are around 58-60 frames per second. We're at 89% capacity, 44% with Fortnite. My internet is uploading, sending around 25 megabytes per second with the game going right now, and we'll watch that go up, I'm sure, as we get more hits. So the Ethernet, let's take a look at that. That's where I'm at with my Ethernet. This is my sending line. This is my receive line. Right here, 29, 13, it's going up, spiking ever so often. Those are considering probably asset streaming one. Look at the CPU. These are all cores. Just hitting 100% utilization. That's Fortnite not in focus. Fortnite in focus, running 64, 79, so it's still doing pretty well. This is with it set to 120 frames per second, 20 gigabytes per second, 2K. This is with it still giving out my virtual cam information to TikTok. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, our memory utilization is 45% of my total memory, which is 64 gigs. A lot more going on at this frame, or at this download this, edit into video. I can already see from the recording that while I don't have any drop frames, we are going to be having some bounces. All the way down to 40 frames per second, which is a lot higher than we were dropping when the game unlocked at 60 frames per second. There's just a lot more going on. We're gonna go. Leave him alone. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. We let them do their thing. We're trying to mess with this game here. This is going to give me motion sickness if I continue this. So let's drop this down to lock 60. From DirectX 11. Graphics down. We're probably still going to be hitting that 40 frames per second because that's the cap. And now is the time when you start having to drop how the game looks. We'll go down over here and we're going to change to our graphics. The quality process usually done epic. We're going to go all the way down to low. And I should open up some speed. Now we're holding consistent 60 frames per second with some drops down to 58, 59 these areas, but I'm still noticing some stutter, some screen tearing, because we're asking the computer to do a lot. Utilization of the CPU is 70%. Now we're dead. Alright. I don't think we can change the resolution this is being streamed out to the tubes at. Right now, let's check. This shouldn't be on my account, but it says I have 2 viewers. Oh, but there's 3 people watching, so obviously it's live to my account. Hey, Blazing. Oh, I'm doing some testing, so I had some questions about streaming in 4K or streaming in 120 frames per second to TikTok, and this is part of the video that I'm currently making right now to answer some questions. We're going to return to lobby. So that's all. This was supposed to actually be a private video, so I don't know how it went public. I was just recording it so I could, get a sample of what the macro blocking looks like and stuff like that. But, since we're here, we're doing stuff, we're going to take a look at some things. Alright. I'm not going to be on for too long, again, I was just making a video. So even right now as I'm streaming, let's take a look. Well, we're not doing anything because it needs to upload a constant 4K image. It's 20 megabytes per second or so. We're having some drops below that. And we're also getting some asset streaming from Fortnite, so it goes up all the way to 32. It looks like on some spikes. Those are going to be more depending on if you have downloaded all the content for Fortnite onto your hard drive or not. Alright, move this over. We haven't had any drop frames, but I'm going to assume that content on YouTube did not look that great. Yeah, it's on performance mode right now, Blazy. So if I go over here and we take a look at that, we're on 1920 by 1080, and then we have it all the way down to quality presets. I guess this is not on performance mode, but everything else is all the way down. Could be put to guarantee a high performance. And then again, this is streaming. The computer is streaming right now to YouTube at 4K. So that that's part of the problem that we're having. So I'm not going to end the stream, but I'm going to cause it to dip for a second. And then what I'm going to do is turn it back on, and it should automatically reconnect, but I should be able to turn it on at 1080p. And we'll see if that works. If not, it'll just restart the stream. All right, let's see if this works. All right, so now we're back. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Is this working?